Day 1101. We'll keep this brief. Slightly different settings. Uh, Garage vibes. But yeah, man. Last night I did pop out of the house briefly. Went to go meet up with a friend who I haven't seen for ages. Old work friend, actually. It was good to catch up. Caught some joke. Watched very interesting. Yeah, I guess fall under the documentary type thing. On Netflix. It was called, I think, You Can't Say That, and it basically just gets groups of individuals that fall into various, I don't know if fringe categories is probably the word. I guess you got some who fall into fringe categories, but very specific things. So the first episode was about people who experience domestic violence, and obviously that's not a fringe category, but very specific groups of people. The next was, and it's an Australian program. Um, Next, it was like black people who'd come from the continent of Africa over to Australia. Another one was basically people who worked in carnivals or circuses, and you know, I guess kind of what their life is like. And the others were, which was very interesting, intersex people, which gets lumped in with transgenderism, but it's very different. But yeah, and it's called You Can't Say That because it's basically people who put down a whole bunch of questions and pose it to him, and questions which aren't necessarily very PC. Sometimes are flipping funny, other times very offensive, but usually both. Or stuff that you probably shouldn't say to people who are in those specific categories, right? Hence the title. You can't say that. Very interesting. Worth checking out. I'm gonna check out some more episodes, I think. But as for today, it's been sloth mode engaged, man. I've taken someone to a hospital appointment tomorrow, so I shall be working from home, which I don't really like doing. But by the time I get back, there's no point in me going into work. So yeah, so don't have to rush around, which I guess is good. Don't have to worry about being late for work. And yeah, just been watching my portfolio. We're still things have pulled back a bit, but we're still 10k. I think it's like 10,300 or something like that. Encountered a bit of an issue with this is an airdrop that I had. Unicorn or Uwu, UWU. Yeah, Uwu. I'm assuming that's how you say it. Got airdropped this a while ago, but I mean, it's a very interesting concept, and what they're doing is very cool and stuff. It's all very flipping confusing, and the money that I had for that, I only realised just the other day it seems to have vanished. I've still got the tokens, but they seem to be worth nothing. Got it on base, um, but then I think they were doing stuff on Solana, and then I think they were doing their own chain. I think they're moving everything over to Solana, but now everything on base seems to be worthless. I'm trying to reach out to people who've got Telegram, but they've basically just got bots